Alright guys, welcome back to ApophisEDH. We're back again with another game. My name's Christian, and today I got Ironman, Titan of Innovation. We're gonna do artifact things for artifact reasons, and maybe try and pop some balloons on the way.
I'm Mike, I'm playing Doran, and I like big butts, and I cannot lie.
Hello everyone, my name is Paul, and I'll be breaking out the Jolly Balloon Man. I will be blowing up some balloons. I'll be want stuff to come in, hit, and die, and hopefully they won't get popped by Iron Man.
Hey, it's Jason. I'm running Titania with Gaia. I'm going to be merging and overrunning things with the growth.
Alright,
You need to roll.
yeah, let's roll for high.
I think we should,
Paul doesn't get to roll. 11.
I think we should roll.
16.
17. You see, I do
I
have
thought
good
there was going to
rolls.
be a god.
There is no god.
Alright, I shall draw. And I'll play a mountain. And I will pass.
Draw.
Everyone plays Soul Ring except for Paul.
I'll play Savannah. Tap Savannah for green. Tree Folk Harbinger. When it comes to play, I search for a Tree Folk or a Forest card, reveal it, shuffle library, and put it on top.
Put a druid on top.
You can.
It's a forest. Druid is a forest.
Not in this game.
The one he's talking about is. So I'm gonna grab this over into him. He's talking about that. And I'll pass.
Alright, I'm gonna draw. Play Frost Boil Snarl tapped and pass.
Draw. Gonna play forest. Tap it for an experiment. You can go.
I'll turn on I will play a plains. And I will pass.
I'm gonna draw an over to him. Return.
What are we going to play in Open Room
I'll play tapped over to
2?
him and pass.
Tap, draw.
Someone's hand just when it comes.
Play a land. Tap. Arcane Signal. Pass.
I'm gonna play a forest. I'm gonna tap for 2. Play boots. Yep.
Draw. I'll play a mountain. And I will tap for 3. And I'll break out the Jolly Balloon Man. And I will pass. Is this not the pinnacle of jolliness?
I'll play Command Tower. And then I will tap 3. And then play gold.
Okay, so everything swings with their butts.
And I'll pass.
Tap. Draw. Play a mountain. I'm going to tap for 4. I'm going to play Jorah, Weatherlight Captain. Always nice. Pass. Everyone's got a creature.
I'm gonna play a forest. I'm going to tap for 3. I'm gonna play my commander. And experiment gets +1/+1.
Alrighty, untap, upkeep, and draw. I will play a plains as my land for turn, and I'm going to tap for 3, and I'm going to play a welcoming vampire. And then I'm going to tap 1, I'm going to tap the Jolly Balloon Man, and I'm going to make a token copy of the welcoming vampire. And when that does enter, it's a 1/1. That's going to trigger the welcoming vampire, meaning I'll get to draw a card. And then I will go to combat. Let's see. I'll swing a 1/1 balloon at Christian to send a message.
Message received. 40 damage coming your way next turn.
Nice try. And my balloon will pop. And my turn will pass. So for those of you who don't know, the Jolly Balloonman, I pay 1, create a token that's a copy of another creature I control, but it's a 1/1 red balloon, and it has, in addition to its other types, and it has flying and haste. And at the beginning of my next end step, I have to sacrifice it, but I can only do it as a sorcery.
I'm going to play Plains for turn. Then we're doing combat. My Tree Folk Harbinger is going to swing all for 3, and Doran at Christian for 5.
5.
And I'm not in the mood to lose my vampire, so I will take the 3.
On my main phase 2, I'll tap 4 and play Drawing Grove, and I'll pass.
Right. Draw. Play a land. I'm going to tap for 1. Turn 4 Soul Ring. Better late than never. When I cast a historic spell, I get to draw a card. Three, 4, 5. I'm going to bring in Ironman Titan of Innovation.
That's a historic spell.
It is. I get to draw. Always. Alright. And we are going to swing Ironman Titan of Innovation.
I have a flyer.
Well, on attack. I do get to do this on attack, not on damage. I'm going to make a treasure token. But then I am going to sack the treasure token.
You also draw. Isn't the
No,
treasure
it's
token?
No, it's not a historic spell.
I thought it was.
She only cares about casting.
Oh,
Tokens
sorry.
are not casting. So I'm going to search my deck for a artifact.
But you did
Well,
draw
you
one. You did draw from casting Iron Man.
Yes, I did, Drew. I get to look for, I sacrifice a non-creature that I can search for any artifact with CMC plus 1 to its cost.
So you're looking for.
I'm looking for a 1-drop artifact. Which there are you in here. That might be one.
You like the Soul Ring you're in?
To be fair, had I not drawn the Soul Ring, that was the first hit I was
I
going
mean,
after.
they're pretty good 1-drop artifacts, like the Spear, Shadow Spear. There's also stuff like Soul Guide Lantern. And there are others. Is it one that's 1+ or at least 1+?
It must be 1+.
Mana look equal to 1+, and it enters the battlefield attacked.
If it said up 2, it'd be so much worse.
Yeah, I'm actually going to get this. I'm going to get Vexing Ball.
And that's a 4/4 coming my way. Unless you got another trick up your sleeve.
Not right now.
And I will take 4 commander.
Alright, I'm going to pass.
I'm going to play Argon.
Pardon me, this way.
I'm going to tap for 2 for Sylvian
I
Upkick.
cast that before combat.
Yes,
I'm-
after combat.
Gonna
I
upcheck
cast that
Experiment
before
1.
I'm gonna put the +1/+1 down in there. You want to flip
I'm gonna
Yep.
everything we have. Vigilance.
pay 1, just give that to Titania. You can go.
Alright. Untap. Upkeep. Draw for turn. Alright. I'm going to play a mountain as my land for turn. And then I'm going to tap for 3. And then I'm going to play a Vengeful Possession. So I'm going to gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap it to gain haste until end of turn. And then I may discard, and if I do, I will draw. going to take Ironman.
All right.
Are you sure you want to take Iron Man?
I
Any
just
response?
thought about what he could do.
Are you sure you want to take Iron Man and not Doran?
Yes, I'm sure.
Look at the power and toughness of your creatures.
No, you know what he could do to Iron Man, right?
Yeah, he can sack Iron Man to himself.
No, I can't.
Nope. Somebody makes that copy, it'll sack one.
No, he can only make non-legendary.
No, I can make any target creature I control except the 1/1 friend balloon. I would just have to sacrifice it to the legend. And I will. And I might be crazy for doing this right now, but I'm going to discard Austere Command, and I will draw. Hello, everybody. And then I'm going to go to combat. And then I'm going to swing Iron Man at Mike. And then when I do, I will make a treasure token. But I'm just going to go ahead and sacrifice that to get my own artifact shenanigans.
He's gonna grab a Soul Ring.
I know.
Could. But there could be another thing I might want to do.
We can only grab a 1-drop.
I have another one. I have another
Yeah,
one-drop
that's
artifact.
how that works.
So I've got options. It's debating on which one will benefit me. Either way, it comes in tapped. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to grab the Soul Ring.
4 mana over less mana.
Did someone say a Mandal Blast overloaded?
Mike, you have a 4/4 coming your way.
Charger damage.
Okay, and that's commander damage.
I don't.
Okay. I'm going to go to my second main phase, and then I'm going to pay a red, and I'm going to tap the Jolly Balloon Man. I'm going to make a token copy of Iron Man, and then due to Ledger Rule, I will sacrifice the original Iron Man.
Just tuck it back into the command zone.
And due to Welcoming Vampire, I get to draw a card. And then I'm going to pass a turn, and my balloon will.
You see why Iron Man must have helped.
I only did that because Iron Man wanted to pop.
I don't know. I think it was just a faulty heart.
It's possible.
I think the shrapnel popped it.
That was dark.
So I'm going to play Mermaid Boss return. When it enters the battlefield, reveal a tree folk card. And if you don't, it comes intact. I'm going to reveal Old Man Willow.
And then play Old Man.
Play Old Man Willow. Return. The card has the regional land control. Whenever he attacks, I may sacrifice another creature. If I do, target creature and opponent controls gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Yep.
I think everything would survive it except
Yeah.
for his
Nope.
Sylvan. No, that's that 2/3.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to combat, which is going to trigger my grove. I'll put a +1/+1 count on it. I'm going to put a +1/+1 count on Doran. I now have something that has 6 toughness or more, which will flip my enchantment into the Gnarled Grove Strider. It has vigilance, and all other creatures I control have vigilance.
True folks. Always standing.
Next, we're going to go to combat.
You already did go combat.
Yeah, no, now we're actually going to tap for combat. Doran's going to swing at Jason for 6. And we'll swing at all for 6.
Does that have haste?
It's been in play the whole time. It just flips.
Just flip.
Yeah, because it doesn't exile, it just flips. Alright, I'm going
6
to
to Jason,
block
6
it.
to Paul, and Christian. And you're blocking with.
Experiment.
And then he's just removing counters to regenerate it.
And Steph.
Get ready.
Pass.
Alright, draw for turn. Play an island.
Oh, he is. Oh, he does
Yes.
Tap all of this, and we're gonna get Iron Man back. Passing out each draw another card. Swing Iron Man again into Paul.
I'm gonna put the welcome again.
Right. But I do have my on combat trick, so I'm going to sacrifice the Vexing Ball.
What's your turn? No matter what, you
Still get the treasure. Fancy Iron Man treasure.
I'm really more amazed it's not the other way around, where the treasure is his heart, because that's exactly what it becomes in the end.
It kind of did that with the soul ring.
But it's not his treasure at first.
No, it's his too.
No, it's her proof that he has a heart.
Proof that Tony Stark has a heart.
She even put it in a nice little case.
Well, that's because he needed it.
And then threw in the ocean.
Alright, I think I know what I'm going to do. It's just a smart call.
Playing another arcane signet.
If only.
Has to
You
be
have
at 2
another one?
costs. Oh wait!
Because the first one's sword.
If he did have another arcane signet, he'd just automatically forfeit.
Somehow steal it from your deck.
And then we can just qualify you.
There's theft cards.
No. We're gonna say you have 2 copies in your deck.
Prize statue, which is going to make another treasure on entry. Makes a treasure on entry and a treasure when it leaves.
I figured, since I didn't see anything else in its text.
It's probably that whole cycle of it enters, it does a thing, when it leaves, it does the same thing.
And I'm pretty sure after that, you're gonna get the Wellstone. I think Wellstone's free.
There's a lot of things that are
The one that draws you a card. Draws you a card on entry, draws a card on exit.
Icar Wellspring. Icar Wellspring.
That's Icar Wellspring.
That's right.
Now they're making noise. So I know what I'm doing,
Flipping cards?
clearly. You're ready. Are you ready for Duretti? Because he's not coming out right now because he's in the deck. If only I could search Duretti. That would be fun.
Fires were sold out. I don't want to leave you left out. The sleeves. Fire was sold out.
Fair enough.
Wait. So, Mike went from blaming them to saying, wait a minute, it's
Track
my
2.
mistake.
I'm going to cast Junk Diver.
Fire
To draw.
The fire ones are
Pass.
Draw. Oh, right. I forgot that. Block the ball. Vampire stuff's done.
We're going to tap for 5, and we're gonna Articism. Asceticism.
Look, this stuff has Shroud.
Yep. And then I'm just going to pass.
Alright. Untap. Draw for turn. Let's see. I'm going to float a colorless with a soul ring. And I'm going to cast Charming Scoundrel. When it comes in, I'm going to make a treasure token. that floating mana, I'm going to cast Zealous Construct, and I'm going to take control of Ironman again. You stop swinging at me. I stopped taking it.
You realize, Paul, I'm just going to swing it at you again because you took it, right?
Which is funny because he has yet to swing it at you. It still goes in other directions.
That is correct. And I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to keep up with that trend and swing Iron Man at Jason. And I get another treasure token, but I'm going to sacrifice that to get the other 1/1 artifact I have.
You're not gonna sack your soul ring?
Nope. I'm going to get a Skull Clamp.
That explains a lot.
Told you I had other options.
What do you make a copy of?
Nothing.
I didn't do it yet.
He used all of his mana.
No, I didn't.
He has a treasure token.
Remember the Charming Scoundrel?
Oh, wait, that made a treasure?
When it comes in, I choose one. Discard and
Well, then
draw.
how'd you take control of my... Oh, Zealous Construct.
I had a floating mana from the,
Gotcha.
Alright.
Are we gonna repeat what happened last time?
I have enough mana to cast him again.
Oh yeah, but the amount you're spending on him.
Christian, I'm going to make a deal with you. You don't swing Iron Man at me, I don't sack.
You stop stealing him, and I'll stop swinging him at you.
I don't...
That's what Paul was going to say. I don't negotiate terrorists.
He
Hold on.
is the terrorist. Iron Man is a huge terrorist. That's how he ended up with the shrapnel in his chest.
Because it was kidnapped by terrorists.
But his own weapon, which was used by terrorists, is what put the shrapnel in his chest.
Fair enough.
Okay. I'll let you... As long as Iron Man doesn't come my way, I'll leave him alone.
Alright.
But here's what I am going to do. I'm going to spend my treasure token. I'm going to tap the Jolly Balloon Man. I'm going to make a token copy of the Charming Scoundrel, which will give me back that treasure token. And I'm going to plant the balloon copy.
Okay, there's where it is.
There's
Draw
the
2
loop.
cards. It's not a loop.
No.
I can't
It
Well,
was
it's
just-
not permanent, but there's the...
Yeah, we were trying to figure out what was going on.
And I have yet to hit a land drop, so I'm going to play an Evolving Wilds as my land for turn.
That's not a line drop.
Yeah, but I also haven't hit my land drop yet. So I'm doing that to make sure I hit my land drop. So I'm just going to pass turn. Christian, you get Iron Man back, and I'm going to craft my Evolving Wilds while Mike starts his turn.
Oof. Iron Man has now touched everyone. Not by my choice.
No. He's so unwilling. He hijacked the suit. Who do you think you are, Hammer?
Nah, I'm being more roadie.
I mean, he did technically also steal the suit. And you would be the one to name yourself Iron Patriot.
I'm going to play it tapped. You go to Triumph for a turn. Pay 3 for a life practice BTR. Go to combat. Swing Old Man Paul Doran at Jason, and the Gnarled Rose Strider at Christian.
Throw the chunky diver under
I
it.
have responsible for offers. I'm going to sacrifice the Gnarled Tree Folk to Old Man Willow to make your junk diver minus 2/2 until end turn.
That's still going to add this back to my hand.
So 1, 2,
How big is Old Man Willow?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 to Jason.
I lost an experiment. It was experimental anyway.
I'll end my turn.
Tap.
disqualified.
Good. But I think I'll be willing to work with me on that one.
I haven't sounded that with a jelly balloon man out.
That's the second time today you talked about Paul working with
I
That
know!
has not worked out yet. I'm gonna cast the Vexing Bauble, and
And I'm
gonna
just-
draw a card.
Waiting to see what you birth pod next.
What I birth pod next. What I pod to birth.
You'll end up with 2 treasure tokens and whatever you bring out.
I'm gonna pay 1 blue for Emery Lurker of the Lock. 2 mill 4 cards.
There was a strong resonator in that pile.
Yeah, there was also a mirror, which I'm glad's in the grave right this second. And that he already used the bird.
Tap for 3. I'm going to cast Pia's Revolution. Whenever a non-token artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, I return it to my hand unless target opponent has Pia's Revolution deal 3 damage to him or her.
Okay, I see where you're.
3 goes for artifacts.
I see what you're going with.
Oh no. We're gonna start looping.
A little bit. Just trying to figure out how I want to do it. I'm going to swing Ironman. This time, we're going to go after Mike.
I don't know.
Alright, so that's 4 in the air. I'm going to make the treasure token.
What are you sacrificing to Iron Man?
That's what I'm figuring out. I'm trying to think about the CMCs left in my deck. I think I'm going to sacrifice the prize statue, which will give me another treasure token. Then, because this is still resolving his effect, his revolution is going to go onto the stack after I finish my search. Looking for a CMC 3 artifact. As fun as that would be, I don't have. Maybe. That could be just funny.
I'm surprised I haven't gotten to a reach zombie or reach tree bug yet.
Don't think that would help me do that. Right, there's a lot of interesting 3s in here. That can be extra helpful. Or... Why? Why? Why am I realizing there's decent things? But what I'm going to grab is Esoteric Duplicator. Whenever I sacrifice Esoteric Duplicator or another artifact, I may pay 2. If I do, at the beginning of the next end step, create a token that's a copy of that artifact. Alright, so we are now down to Pia's Revolution on the stack. I'm going to put out some feelers before I choose someone to do it. Does anyone just want to put the prize statue back in my hand? I mean, Mike should really be wanting to do this since he's just been poking at everyone with reckless abandon over there.
I don't think you need more
Paul,
treasures.
I didn't swing at you with Iron Man.
But that was a part of the previous
That was.
agreement.
That was. I'm showing that I'm following through. Will you put the prize statue back in my hand or take 3 damage?
I'll let you have it.
Yay. Shenanigans.
Paul takes 6 damage for lying.
It's tapped.
Because that matters.
Not in the grand scheme of it. to tap for 2, and I'm going to replay the prize statue. Draw off Jorah, and I get another treasure token. Doing things in order. Cast, then entry ability. Oh wait, that's right. Damage. Paul. Alright. Mike, take the 4 from Ironman. Alright. No, I have not missed anything.
I didn't say Mike missed anything. I was just going over your stuff.
I haven't missed anything because Esoteric Duplicator wasn't in when that got sacked. And I already potted with Iron Man. Phase 2, I cast that. Draw a card. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it there.
That's it?
Yep.
While we're at it, just play
Zernorb.
Yo! And then I'm just gonna tap this. Don't actually have the bear token for this. And that's the other token for this stuff. It's just gonna be that token eventually. So that's just gonna be the bear token. You do.
That is 3 triggers.
And then I have to mill it. I mill the land.
That's that. What's the middle one?
Return all lands from my grave back to the field. Yep.
Great.
You can go.
Okay. Tap. Upkeep, draw for turn. Alright, so I'm going to play a Terramorphic Expanse as my land for turn. And then I'm going to float. Okay, so I'm going to float it colorless with the Soul Ring. And then I'm going to activate the Jolly Balloonman. And I'm going to make a token copy of Zealous Contrast. And I'm going to take control of the... I'm going to take control of... Let's take Doran the Siege Tower. Here. And then... Using the floating mana and phase 2, I'm going to play a War Leader's Call. I didn't sequence it for this first because I want to be a bit nice. And I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to swing Doran and the balloon token both at you, Mike.
Balloon is a...
It is a
1/1.
2/2. War Leader's Call gives myself
Yeah, it does buff it. Which means Doran's hitting you for 7. He's swinging with his leg.
I'll block it. Doran with
How big is that? Willow?
6/6.
Alright. So, and then second main phase, I'm going to tap for 4. And I'm going to flash in Restoration Angel. So I'm going to flicker Doran, and it'll come back under my control.
Yep.
And
left play. So it's one of my
Yeah. Oh, wait, no.
No,
Because
it
it's still his
leaves
turn.
and
He has
comes back
priority.
in the middle of the effect
But
resolving.
it's moving zones.
It's an instant.
If it
It's
just
like
said
Necromantic Selection's ability to steal your commander.
Yeah.
Since it's in the middle of the text of resolving the ability, there's not a game state check to move it.
Yeah. And then War
I didn't
Leader's
say-
Call will trigger for both of those, so y'all will each take 2 damage. And then I'm going to move my end step, and I'm going to pop my Zealous.
Before your end step, sorry.
Okay.
I'm going to tap one. I'm going to tap and sack my Vexing Bauble, so I draw a card. So to put a Pia's Revolution trigger on a stack and a Esoteric Duplicator.
While you're doing that, I'm going to crack my turn.
I'm going to tap for my Esoteric Duplicator, so I'll make a token copy of this. Paul, does this come back to my hand?
Yes, it does.
Alright. And then during Paul's end step, I get a copy token of the Vexing Bauble. Alright, I got nothing else. I believe it should be Mike's turn now.
I'm out of Broken Knight. Yeah, Broken Knight.
Well, you stole Doran.
It's still helping him. Stuff still swings at his butt. I just thought Doran might be a bit better on a different team. Plus, I didn't say I'd steal anyone else's commander. I just said I wouldn't steal yours.
I mean, you can attempt to steal mine.
I can't.
Exactly.
Like, he has asceticism and boots.
She's double protected. She came prepared. Oh. We got a full tap out.
Kolfnar, the last you. Whenever it or another creature you control dies, return up to one target creature card with lesser toughness from your graveyard to your hand.
Okay.
He's a 3/7 vigilant reach.
Okay.
Each here. Pass.
Alright, untap. Draw.
Paul's become a danger to society.
Engine Fair.
Christian might be the danger to society.
What is and what isn't the danger of society?
I'm gonna tap Emery Lurker of the Lock. I'm gonna target Junk Diver to be cast from my
Nice.
graveyard.
Amazing. I was expecting another thing.
There's something else I'm after. I'm gonna tap 2. I'm gonna get Junk Diver back.
Can I see your graveyard for a bit?
I got 2 lands, a Stronic Resonator, and a Mirrorworks.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that other card.
Okay. See, that's still casting something, so I do get to draw for Junk Diver. Alright. That's good. So we're gonna have Ironman go at Jason there. On attack, I'm gonna make the treasure token, but I'm gonna sack the Junk Diver.
Yep.
There'll be a couple different triggers that go on the stack after I finish Ironman. But I know exactly what I'm after. It'd be nice to get that, but that's what I care about. get what I have aptly named Stark's Assembly Station, aka KCI, Cart Clan Ironworks. I can play around a little bit more.
Quality definitely depends on where you're treated.
Really?
Alright.
It's not like anything that hits his grave doesn't hit his grave.
Alright, so next is the Esoteric Duplicator trigger, which I'm going to put on the stack for the Junk Diver. Then Pia's Revolution. Jason, you want to take 3? Okay with that. During the end step, I will get a copy of Junk Diver.
Yep.
Oh god, dude, you don't want to do this.
I didn't do that!
If only I had Doran.
I wonder where
What
he
would
went.
what would you have Doran do to affect
Swing.
this?
Be a big butt to attack.
Mhm.
Call himself Paul Daddy Max 7.
You mean another token?
Well, that happens during my end step.
No.
We're not there yet. No, he's the same way, so it doesn't bother the Jesus out of me. Screw myself real quick. Which is, how confusing can I get? How fast?
So we're already on your end step at this point.
We are not. We are in main phase 2.
Yeah.
Didn't you say you went to end step?
No, I said I have the duplicator trigger waiting on the end step because
Oh.
I paid for it. So now I'm just trying to think about what else I can do before I have to disrupt this. Okay, 1 minute, and I'm going to play Vexing Bobble again. Cast, draw a card. You having fun there?
Yeah, Mike, you having fun out there?
Yeah, let's get him some Mentos.
I got some Altoids in the car.
That's not the same.
It's not, but it's what I have to work with. I ran
I
out!
can find a way to do that. I'm going to sacrifice the prize statue to this, using the mana produced from this to pay for the duplicator. So I can actually just start setting some things. Get another treasure for that thing dying.
Revolution.
Mike, does prize statue go back to my hand?
No.
Pay 3.
You said earlier you had good stuff in 3.
The only thing that sucks is the copies also copy their CMC.
Yes, they do. So I'll still have access to it.
Ultra combo!
Ultra combo, is that what we're saying now?
That's pretty much what's going on with you right now.
Right, I'm going to move to my end step. I'm going to get, this is just going to act as a
Yeah.
copy of the prize statue because I'm running out of copy tokens.
And then don't you also get
And I also get a junk diver.
Someone needs to wipe his board with the jukabog.
None of us are in black except for Mike.
And then we'll all pay the life for every single card.
With that, I'm just going to move to my cleanup, and I'm going to discard Crystal Skull, Isu Spyglass, Encroaching Mycosynth, and Terramorphic Expanse.
You got anything else, Christian?
We're just gonna repeat this again and build 3 cards. Get another bear. Of course, I need to like. I now have 2 bears.
The Bears.
Alright, you can go.
Alright. Now to get degenerate. Tap, upkeep, draw for turn. Play a mountain as my land for turn. And I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to float a mana with the Jolly Balloonman. I'm going to make a token copy of the Restoration Angel. When that comes in, I'm going to exile target non-angel I control, and it comes back under my control. I'm going to target the Jolly Balloonman. So it'll come
I'm
back.
just going to make a bunch of Restoration Angels.
Well, before any of that, War Leader's Call will trigger for both of those coming in, so y'all each take 2. Any response, Christian?
While that is targeting him on the stack.
Okay.
While that's going. No, actually, no.
I'll
Actually,
take 2.
actually, yeah.
Oh,
One
right.
from
yeah.
Restoration Angel, one from Jolly Balloonman.
Response on the attack while Blue Man is still tapped, but being targeted to be exiled.
Okay.
So before he gets exiled, so we're all taking the 1
Yes.
regardless. I'm going to Rapid Hybridization the Blue Man.
In response to that, I'm going to Boros Charm.
In response to that.
We're going.
I'm going to tap 2. I'm going to Demand Answers. I'm going to sacrifice my Junk Diver. Which, when the Junk Diver dies, I'm going to just grab the Mirror Works back to my hand.
You're forgetting the rest of those
No.
triggers.
I'm doing them in order. This is a token copy, so none of the other stuff happens.
Oh,
I get to draw 2 off Demand Answers. How much mana you got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I still have 1 more floating.
Actually, Duplicator does still go off on death. It doesn't
That's-
say non-token.
Yeah, no. I'm going to then pay 4, going down to actually sacrifice the prize statue here to get 2 mana.
You also get another treasure.
I get another treasure. I guess I'm just mathing. I'm going to sacrifice the copy of the Vexing Bauble for the eccentric duplicator for the prize statue. So that way I'll make another one of those and just during the end step. Using that 2 mana, the Arcane Signet, and 1 treasure, I'm going to cast Desynchronization.
That's true. And that does?
Oh, I return each non-land permanent that's not historic to its owner's hand.
Okay.
So anything that's not a legendary, saga, or artifact goes back to hand.
Okay, so Doran and the Jolly Balloonman still stay.
Hey, Paul, guess what your enchantment isn't?
It's not. And I still got the balloon token on there. So, Restoration Angel comes back. And keep in mind, the Boros Charm still does resolve. All my stuff is indestructible.
Yeah.
And the Restoration Angel does trigger.
It does still target that.
Yeah.
But we are not going to, lose a butt ton of life.
No, you're not. But since we're... But I do have to do some other stuff now.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to 2, 3, and 4.
Unfortunately, that spell would not allow me to give you back your thing.
Is he a graveyard again, Christian? He needs help. He's a problem. He's not flooding mana. I'm going to.
Also, I think.
Yeah, because all of that happened.
Well, I mean, I removed things that would have let you deal a lot of damage really quick.
Well,
Sorry, Paul, I just couldn't let that go on.
then I'm gonna have to do something else then. So, let's see. So these two. So I already tapped this.
And that was already tapped. These were your remaining up.
Actually, no, I didn't tap them out.
You had 3 lands tapped, Paul.
I was about to tap it for something else, but I haven't finalized anything yet. I cast the, I flickered the Restoration Angel with the Soul Ring, and then I use these two for the Boros Charm. Trying to figure out what I'm going to
Gotcha.
do. But I think I will do this. Using that floating mana and this mountain, I'm going to recast the Charming Scoundrel, and I'm going to use its first ability to discard a card and draw. And I'm going to tap the Jolly Balloon Man. We're going to make another Charming Scoundrel. And I'm going to discard and draw. Okay, nothing helped me. So, I'm just going to tap for 4 more. Try to set it for another time. And I'll play Smothering Tithe.
Shame I'm not drawing that much.
Nah, no, you're not. But I'm just going to go to combat, and Christian, balloon your way. It's just a 1-1.
I don't have anything in the air.
Alright? My balloon pops, and I pass turn.
I do have a trigger during your end step for the prize statue. As a token.
Do you pay the 2 for Smothering Tithe?
Thank you for pointing that out, Jason.
This goes here.
No.
I'm gonna sacrifice the prize statue during his turn, and I'm gonna use the 2 I get from the Kark clan
Oh, we're doing
to
this.
Esoteric. I'm just gonna systematically
No,
make
yeah.
mana slowly.
I'm play a swamp for turn.
Slowly make me some mana. So I,
Taking 2 treasures every turn is insane as is.
oh, I'm sorry. How many is he gonna make? Like, if anyone gets a really stupid draw engine off?
That's not
3
issue
for
right now.
Who's gonna be drawing that much?
Tap
And he
2
can't
for
do it
a
for his own draws.
Assault Foundation.
Never noticed I didn't draw that much on my last
Assault
splash. I
formation.
cast a spell to draw.
So Assault Formation's gonna let me assign combat damage equal to my toughness rather than power.
Alrighty.
And I can tap for
Another
3
Doran.
to make a creature with defender be able to attack as though it didn't have defender. Or tap for 2 and a green to give creatures I control +1/+0 until end of turn. Go to combat. +1/+1 power on
Cause Doran
Oh,
go
for-
and flip.
which flips Doran for correct.
Hey, look, now I have a tree folk with breach.
You already have a 3 focal breach.
Oh, Colfiner.
Yeah, that didn't get bounced back from your decircumcision.
Because it is a
to-
historic.
Go to combat. Kolfner is going to attack Call for 8.
You know what, Mike? You suffer enough. I'll block with Doran.
Cast it.
I mean, I'm not the threat right now.
Excuse you, you were threatening to do how much damage?
Who?
You were threatening to do how much damage?
Who was the bigger threat right there?
How much damage were you getting ready to do if I didn't stop it?
Well, keep in mind, if I didn't stop it, I was for sure going after you.
Enough, ladies. You buckle and I see your dress.
What's that?
Pass.
Yeah, except one person keeps making a suit and using the pieces to
During the
rebuild
end
it.
step, I'm gonna get this back.
And you wonder why I tried to burn you out.
Well, you should have a
In
Vandal
my
Blast in
upkeep,
there.
since I do control 3 or more artifacts, I do gain 1 life. I'm gonna draw.
I don't put Vandal Blast in every breath I can have.
You should.
I'm gonna use the Soul Ring to pay for the tithe.
Alrighty. You're about to make a million mana anyway, so I don't think I'm getting anything from you.
I'm gonna sack the prize statue just because it just do the thing, have it set for its delayed trigger with esoteric. Man, if this thing had token double, awesome.
Yeah, wrong colors.
Yes, indeed.
We just need one extra color. But he was denied it due to Captain America.
Who's ready for Marvel's villain secret lair?
Oh, that mana, you have to think smart.
Who's ready for the Marvel villain
All of
secret
them.
lair? So it's gonna be like Doctor Doom,
Then tap for 2.
Thanos,
Myco says Wellspring.
Loki.
I get to go search for a basic and put it to board.
Loki's just gonna have Myriad.
Magneto.
Good one. Last one became the Conqueror.
Mr. Sinister.
Makes no sense. Wait, really?
He's a known X-Men / a known.
Wait.
He's a genetic villain. He seeks.
Apocalypse.
Yeah.
No, you threw Thanos in there. You can't not throw in Apocalypse.
You threw Thanos in because you
Actually,
had,
just while I'm searching, I'm also going to do the same thing and put it to the duplicator.
2 of the 3 of the last Marvel were.
Yeah, but Apocalypse is the one that ruined X-Men forever.
I know. So you don't put him in the. You put in the popular X-Men villain, Magneto or Juggernaut.
Juggernaut's a villain.
Magneto's definitely more on the villain side than the hero.
Magneto is what's it called? A vigilante.
No.
No. I feel
Anti-hero.
Like, I feel no. He is
Christian.
a villain.
He thinks he's
See you
doing the
next
right
Tuesday.
thing.
Christian.
I know. I'm gonna cast Sahili Sun's Brilliance.
I'd
to
really
draw.
like to see a team up
I am
between
gonna pay
Captain,
2.
Or Magneto.
I'm
and
gonna tap
Dr.
2 and I'm gonna play Reckless Fireweaver.
And there it is. So when I burn y'all out, I'm a bad person. But when Christian burns you out, it's suddenly a good thing.
Well, if I had my command, I could stop
How would?
How could you stop it?
Yeah, Mike.
it. Damage.
How?
Oh, just player removal. Got it.
Yeah,
Hey guys, I'm gonna tell you this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stack all of my artifacts into this to pay into the duplicator, so they'll all come back with a token
Yeah.
copy. I'm now gonna move to my end step, so these are all going to come
How
back
many is
in,
that?
including this and this.
Number real quick.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, because that's gonna
It
make
can't
another
do it
turn.
to itself, can it?
It can. It can do it to itself whenever it or another artifact.
So you're winning.
Yeah, no, it's not even gonna make it past my turn.
Yeah.
Well,
Second
it'll
my
make it to
turn.
your end step, and
Yeah.
then you will all die if Fireweaver is still in play.
Well, I want to go out with a bang, so we're gonna attempt this.
You're just gonna sack everything to turn orb.
Well, yes, but I'm also doing it to her
Oh.
trigger.
Give me a second, because I do get to get a land.
So that's 4.
Well,
so
I tried
gain
it.
8 life.
Well, wait, y'all didn't minus your life. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh god, I can feel Paul.
Yeah, tell me something I don't know. Wrong way. I just wanted to make balloons!
We're gonna have Gaia, then we're gonna have
I'm just the
all
Lawrence.
my
I speak for the trees.
lands enter.
Yeah, where are the trees saying now?
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
It's all your fault, Paul.
All I
It's
did,
all your fault, Paul.
all I did was blow balloons.
Not well enough.
Jason,
So how big is that?
9, 9.
Jason, I'm required to ask this, like, for moral purposes. Do you pay the 2 for smothering type?
No.
I get another treasure. Christian, how many cards did you draw in your turn?
No, I paid for all mine.
I figured
So-
you did.
What are you currently looking at damage-wise?
I'm at 22. Like, well, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 total. When I sack this, it'll create another treasure. So it'll go to 18 on the next rotation.
Yeah, I can't gun it.
I mean, you have a way to gain a lot of life, Jason.
Yes, but it wouldn't last me because if I sacked all that, it'd just be over. So yeah, it's done.
Where's the Peace Revolution?
Oh, that got bounced with my spell because it is not historic.
I'm about to say, you just played Peace Revolution on your turn.
Oh yeah, that's
Well, it doesn't force the damage. And these are now all tokens, so it doesn't trigger on them.
Yeah, no, that's just game. I'm not even gonna
Are we all
attempt to try and outweigh it.
Yeah, because the only thing I'm going to do is during his end step is I'm going to do the thing again. I'm going to end up 2 treasures higher when everything comes back.
So we're just, so Christian wins?
Yeah, and I had the best running hand.
Because then during his end step, it would be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, which would knock both of you out. Then all I'd have to do is just sack this and pass turn to knock Jason
Thanks for tuning in to ApophisEDH.
out.
Hopefully
Yeah!
our next video will be a lot less degenerate than what we saw right here.
The
All right.
death cannon works!
Peace out,
It
everybody.
works!
It's called a unibeam.
See, we're just going to do this so everyone knows. So there's no question of who won. Artifacts won.
And as
With Death Cannon Reckless Fireweaver.
we tune in next time.
Later, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit us up.